morning. As we get prepared for service, let's hold a moment of thought and prayer as we get ready to broadcast live. Mahalo keakua. Thank you, God, for the blessings that this day may bring. Coming from Kailua Kona, beautiful Hawaii, we hope that this services the world, and so it is. Amen. Please shut your cell phones down and put them on mute as we get prepared for service. Aku mau mau, aku mau mau pa, ho mai, ho mai, ho mai, ho mai ka iki mai luna mai, ona mea huna no, awe mele ho mai, ho mai. Ho mai, ho mai ka iki mai luna mai, ona mea huna no, awe mele ho mai, ho mai, ho mai, ho mai ka iki mai luna mai, ona mea huna no, awe mele. Mahalo keakua. And so it is. The Hawaiian prayer chant, the Eo Mai. Blessings of the Great Spirit and our ancestors that dwell together. Beseeching them for the wisdom of the story being told, the stories, the reason why they would tell these stories to the children, and the highest octave, beseeching the Great Spirit and our ancestors for the wisdom of life experiences that become our stories. With that knowledge, we never have to repeat them over and over. And with ALA, we get a dawning of a new day as we start and get a chance to start over and do better than we did yesterday. And so it is. What an honor it is to be here. Welcome, Unity of Kona, Kakaiaka Komamai. Good morning and welcome. I'm Jim Carey, sharing the platform here, assistant for you today. And as we get started with our service, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here in the sanctuary and also online as we spread this out to the world. And now we'll have everybody stand as we get ready to do our affirmation for the month, vision and mission statements. Affirmation for the new month, embracing our spiritual commitments together. I awaken to my divine consciousness and co-create with the divine to manifest my highest good. And so it is. Here at Unity, we come together with a vision, a world, family of oneness, peace, and love, with our mission to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And while I got everybody standing, we're going to get forward with our brand new song for the month. It's a new beginning, my friends. So we'll have some musicians and singers on board as we get ready to rock this world.
Feels like you've been here before. Echoes from years ago. Trying to break the patterns to find peace of mind to create a new life. You can say you're on your way to better days. You're breaking away. This is your new beginning. Walk through the door and keep on living. Now you can shout, you can cry, sing it out and say goodbye. The days before that left you spinning. Yeah, this is your new beginning. Taking time to heal your wounds. In your mind, flowers start to bloom. There is beauty in owning your past. You are free, make the good times last. You can say you're on your way to better days. You're breaking away. This is your new beginning. Walk through the door and keep on living. Now you can shout, you can cry, sing it out and say goodbye. The days before that left you spinning. Yeah, this is your new beginning. Be kind to yourself when you fall back. You are not lost, you're right on track. There's a whole world out there, many roads to be traveled. Take that chance and dare, yeah, this is your revival. This is your new beginning. Walk through the door and keep on living. Now you can shout, you can cry, sing it out and say goodbye. The days before that left you spinning. Yeah, this is your new beginning. Your new beginning.
Woohoo! Well, thank you, everybody. This is a brand new song for us. We did really great. Now that we're all standing, give each other a handshake or hug. It's time to welcome one another. And if you're joining us online, leave a little comment in the comment section of the Facebook Live or the YouTube or wherever you're watching from. God bless you, and give us a moment here in the sanctuary as we greet one another in a little bit of fellowship. What an honor it is to have this opportunity with Ohana here in the sanctuary. Everybody has such a good time when they greet and meet, and everybody forget now, we got snacks upstairs, and it's birthday Sunday, so there's going to be some cake upstairs too, guys. And so as we want to welcome everybody here to church service this morning here, Unity of Kona. What an honor it is to be able here to spread it out to the world. And if we'd like to, at this time, I offer an opportunity for anybody new or just visiting to please rise and give us your name and where you're from. Anybody in the sanctuary? Terry. Aloha. Terry, moving back from Oahu. A founding member of Unity of Kona. So welcome. Carlton, yeah, I've heard the name. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, awesome. Well, welcome to Big Island, Terry. It's welcome home and everything Unity. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. And we haven't seen your lovely face in a while. Hi, Kim. Welcome back. Kim Davison. Yeah, so she's here in the sanctuary. And anybody that's joining us online, if you leave a little comment or message, we'd love to send it out with a great big, you guys ready? Aloha, and God bless you. That's all right. I kind of stuttered there for a moment. But it's all good, and we do have the special treats upstairs for the birthday Sunday, as well as snacks and a little bit of fellowship after service. And so with that, I thank everybody. Yes, I've been doing refreshments. Okay, it's time for a few announcements. And first and foremost, we are a prayer ministry. So you got this prayer request forms in the back of the sanctuary and a little box to drop them in. Our chaplains pray over them here and send them on to Silent Unity, where they receive 30 days of consecutive prayer. The Unity Village in Lee Summit, Missouri is an amazing vigil of 24-hour prayer vigil. Lights are always on. I've actually stayed in the back of Unity Village with my semi-truck, and they spent the whole weekends there a few times. What an honor it is to have such a grounding and the Unity churches across the country to inspire people of non-denominational prayer and meditation services, and we all get the power of prayer. So with the 30-day vigils, the power of prayer is tenfold. And at the Be Unity app you can download on your phone, you can get that instant connection to prayer. And that also goes straight to Unity Village, and the prayers are prayed over there also. So with that power of prayer tenfold, it's more than that when you got a Unity community praying with you. So leave your prayer requests here, and we'll send them on to Silent Unity. Download that app and get affirmations, meditative videos, and hundreds of articles. And now a few more announcements, and I've asked Patrick to come up and do a few more announcements. Thank you. Give him a hand.
Good morning, everybody. So, first I want to congratulate our team member of the month this month, Sean. Thank you so much, Sean. Mahalo for your loving service to our spiritual center. We're so blessed to have you at Unity of Kona. Sean is a co-leader in our choir, facilitates bi-monthly meditation group, provides Reiki energy sessions during healing services, brings food for fellowship, filled in as platform assistant, bakes and helps with circulation day / bake sale. Sean, your willingness to offer whatever support is needed and share your time and talents is always greatly appreciated. You're a bright light, and we are grateful for your spirit of aloha. We love you, Sean. As Jim mentioned, today is Birthday Sunday. We would like to acknowledge everyone who has a birthday this month by celebrating you as the love and light each of you are. We would especially like to acknowledge those we know from our ohana, Clyde, Annette, and Dondi. Happy birthday. Ha'ole laha now. Today at noon, we have our Sound Bowl healing service and individual energy healing. We hope you can all stay and join us for that after fellowship. Clyde facilitates the weekly Qigong class on Monday mornings from 8 to 8:45 at Old Kona Airport State Beach Park. As soon as you go through the gate, to the left, it's the first beach there. On Monday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m., Dondi leads ukulele kani kapila style jam sessions from beginner to experts here in the sanctuary. Bring your uk, some are available to share. Come, learn, play, and share. Denise leads the monthly energy share class on Wednesday, July 10th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. This class is open to the public, to energy practitioners of all levels to both give and receive healing from each other. And as you all know, it takes a village to run our spiritual center, and we appreciate everyone to kindly consider supporting Unity of Kona by becoming a contributor, sharing your time, talent, and treasure. There are several sign-up sheets in the back of the sanctuary for you to consider, along with the refreshment sign-up sheet upstairs by the food. Mahalo, everybody.
Thank you, Patrick. We also have the building fund box in the back, and definitely sign up on that sign-up sheet upstairs. That way we can get organized so everybody's got a nice little gathering here on Sunday mornings. And now's the time where we do our daily word. And I've asked Shelley come up and do our daily word for us. So please, Shelley, come on.
Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see everybody's beautiful faces today. And today's daily word is about beautiful. I see beauty in soaring mountains and rolling seas, in majestic forests and kaleidoscope fields of wildflowers. I hear beauty in music, bird songs, and the laughter and conversations of people in fellowship. Searching beyond my senses, I discover a greater depth of beauty. The mundane items and landmarks I may take for granted take on a deeper meaning or beauty when my memories fill them with meaning. My dear ones become even more beautiful to me when I pause to remember our fondest experiences and the love that binds us. I move through each day with my mind and heart open. Now, even the most ordinary items, places, and circumstances become more and more precious and beautiful to me. And all of us, with unveiled faces, see the glory of the Lord as though reflected in a mirror and are being transformed into the same image. If you would all like to say this with me, my heart opens. My open heart discovers beauty all around me. Thank you.
Open hearts, and it's all beautiful. Thank you for your beautiful spirit. Thank you, Shelley. God bless you guys. And as we get started now, it's time to relax and get comfortable where you're at. In the seat you're sitting, put your feet flat on the floor. Take a deep breath and close your eyes if this feels comfortable to you. And as we take a deep breath, we visualize the sanctuary. Visualize also the sanctuary of your soul. Breathe into this loving heart, the beautiful loving heart of all the energy of those around you. Feel it flowing in and through you with each breath that expands. See that loving energy flowing around every person and now spreading out to every being on this earth and in this world. And if there are now any events or circumstances in your life or anyone you know in need of prayers, let's take a moment and breathe into this and see them into the center of what we've created, this most beautiful, loving heart. As we hold the thoughts and prayers of our loved ones and our circumstances, we'll now come together and do our prayer for protection. For the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Mahalo ke akua. Thank you, God. Amen. And now's the time in the service where we start with a little bit of music, as we got Dondi and Elaine coming up with a little special tune for us. Thank you, guys, working this out. Let's give them a hand.
This is a song by Reverend Greg Stamper. Some of you may be familiar with him. He writes a lot of New Thought music. Anyway, we've adapted it to from a choir number to a duet number. With every ready, I always find you. I always find you. In the rhythm my heart beats. I always find you. I always find you. 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 I always find you. I always find you. In the beauty of the trees, I always find you. I always find you. In the rivers and the seas, I always find you. I always find you. 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 I always find you. I always find you. Colors of humanity. I always find you. I always find you. Tapestry of you and me. I always find you. I always find you. 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 I always find you. I always find you. 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 I always find you. I always find you.
Thank you, Elaine and Dundee. We'll always find him right in our hearts. And so it is beautiful, our word for the day. And now's the time in the service where we'll do our meditation and message, and we'd like to welcome, coming in Zoom, Reverend Sophia Falke from wherever she might be today. God bless you, Reverend. Aloha. Looks
Aloha.
like Henderson, Nevada.
Actually, this morning I was in Brownsville, Texas, virtually. Yes. And I'm delighted to be with you. At least you do not have a hurricane coming down upon you. So let's start today. I know I often start with a message, but this morning, let's begin with meditation, especially that beautiful song leading us in, and we've got that quiet energy. So I invite you to sit back and become one with the chair and breathe deeply, closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, closing your outer eyes so your inner eyes can more clearly see. And as you breathe in deeply, deeply, breath of life, breathe in the light and the love that is God and feel it flowing down through your body, through every cell and tissue, bringing healing and light. So wherever there you're feeling any dis-ease or discomfort, just allow that light and love to flow through you and release you. And on the exhale, go and release anything that you might be holding tense in your body. And then the same also, breathing in deeply the light and the love that is God and allow it to fill your thoughts and your emotions, lifting them to a higher vibration. Anything that is not God, just go and release it. And affirm to yourself, I am God's love. I am God's light. I create a better world with God. Allow that feeling to truly flow through you. You are God's light and love. Anything other than that knowing is false. Claim the truth of your light, your love. And allow yourself to become one with that higher vibration that we call God. And even if you're feeling low, not quite present, join us in pretending. Pretend you have that light, that vibrancy within. How does it feel? Do you feel more joyful? More peaceful? More connected with yourself and each other? Now imagine what the upcoming week is, not will be, but is, when you draw upon this higher vibrancy, this higher vibration that we call God. How are you showing up differently as God demonstrating in the world? How is the world around you responding? Allow yourself to feel a glow flowing through you. Ah, this is my life. Affirm to yourself, this is my life filled with joy, abundance, love. And as you feel your energy rise, capture that feeling so that you can come back to this at any point during the week. And as always, because you are powerful beings beyond measure, radiate that light and the love that you are, demonstrating God in everything you think, say, and do. And radiate that light and love out into the world. First, to bless everyone within these sanctuary walls. And then going beyond that, the entire state of Hawaii, all the islands, and crossing the mighty Pacific and blessing all the continents on the other side. And because in God's world there are no boundaries. So shine your light, radiate your love to those pockets of the world where there is fear and anger and discord. Laser your light and love. And know that as you do so, you are shifting the energy for at least one person. So where there is desperation and feelings of helplessness or hopelessness, you have shown there is a light. You have offered hope. And know that in your power, you are transforming the world. One thought, one word, one action at a time. Now I invite you to return to this time and this place. Slowly opening your eyes. Perhaps looking around and seeing how amazing each other is. And just celebrating what an amazing ohana you are. Are you back? Are you with me? First of all, thank you for my flowers. I told Diana I would have them here this morning. They're doing well, even though they were delivered in, let me see, how's that? There we go. 108 degrees heat. So they're beautiful, and thank you. They sprang back to life when I gave them water. The funny thing about water, and I truly appreciate you. Mahalo, mahalo. Ah, we are starting on an adventure, and I'm excited about this. A while ago, well, here, let me do a share screen. We'll see. One of these years, I am going to be so good at this. It's going to be seamless. That is my affirmation. And from the beginning. Okay, from the beginning. There. Can you see it? Hey, all right. So a while ago, I was listening to an audiobook, And it's called the 15 Commitments to Conscious Leadership. And I fell in love with it. And I thought, this would be great for Unity of Kona, that we could go through the 15 commitments to conscious leadership. And I realized, well, maybe you wouldn't be, it's like, well, I'm not necessarily working. Some of you might say that, and others like, well, I'm working for somebody else. So how am I leadership? But then the next line for the title is A New Paradigm for Sustainable Success. And wow, sustainable success. This happens to be by Jim Detmer, Diana Chapman, and Haley Warner Klemp, which you don't necessarily need to know. However, I'm telling you. Uh, so I thought, well, we're going to do this series, and maybe I should get the book. And then I got the book, and that is one thick sucker. Look at that. However, each of the commitments are in very bite-sized pieces, and I want to acknowledge and applaud both Kayla and Sasha for agreeing to play with us for this 15 weeks that we're going to be going through the commitments. Now, in July, the commitments we're going to be talking about are taking radical responsibility, learning through curiosity. That'll be Kayla next week. Feeling all feelings. Feelings, nothing. No, I won't sing. Okay. That will be me on the third Sunday. And then the fourth Sunday, Sasha is going to be speaking about speaking candidly. Then into August. Eliminate gossip. You got a taste for this when those of you who participated in the 21-day complaint-free challenge. So eliminating gossip. And then practicing integrity. Commitment 7, generating appreciation. And then commitment 8, excelling in your zone of genius. And I know you each have that zone of genius in you. Then September, commitment 9, living a life of play and rest. I think some people might need to be reminded what it's like to play, although you are in Hawaii, and that's what you're supposed to be doing there, and resting. Then commitment 10, exploring the opposite. You're going to have to tune in to find out the opposite of what. Commitment 11, sourcing approval, control, and security. And commitment 12, having enough of everything. Then we finish up in October, experiencing the world as an ally. Commitment 14, creating win for all solutions. And then commitment 15, being the resolution. All right. So commitment 1. Well, actually, I'm going to stop right here. Let me see. Stop share, and I'm going to come back. It's all me. I have done some high-tech visuals for you. If you recall, several weeks ago, and I could not find the lesson that I offered, but I talked about being above the line and below the line in how we show up. Remember that? And remember high tech. Freehand. Hope you appreciate that. Who remembers what is below the line? Anybody? All right, there's a concept. It was posited. I just used a big word. It was first presented by Michael Beckwith. That there are 4 aspects of our spiritual evolution. One is that the world, it happens to me. And the second is, oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not a victim. It happens by me. And then there's, oh, wait a minute. No, God, the Holy Spirit works through me. And then the fourth level is, God works as me. So with the line, below the line, as you might guess, is to me. Does that come up? Yeah, to me. All right. And everything, you see the arrows going in, it's all happening to you. Wait a minute. I'll tell you, this is high tech. You're either a victim, a villain, or a hero. Now that might sound strange. Well, how can a hero be below the line? And I'll get into that in a minute. And these are like a triangle. Okay. This is the victim, villain, hero triangle. Okay. Now, then, of course, once we have, well, it's all happening to me, what's the next logical step? When we get above the line, by me. All right. And you see the arrows are all going out because you realize that you have the power. You are not a victim. It is not happening to you. You have control of how you respond to the world. So in everything that happens, it's a choice. Do you want to be by me, which to me is a lot more freeing, or do you want to go into the victim mode? And the reality is, we all go into the victim mode, and periodically. I mean, just that's kind of human nature, and that's what we keep working to overcome. So that's the basic premise. We know where it's by me or to me, above the line or below the line. And now I get to share screen again. Then the next slide is commitment 1, taking radical responsibility. So if you're taking responsibility, where do you think you are with the line? Above or below? Above, exactly. Are you impressed? I mean, this took me. Okay. Anyway, enough of self-aggrandizement. Taking radical responsibility. And you all should have been given a card today, I believe. Yes? Did you get a little affirmation card? Okay, good. And if you did not, raise your hand, and I'm sure somebody will get one to you. And giving you these to support you moving forward through this week. And every week we're going to give you the affirmation for the particular commitment that we're talking about. So let's read this together, which I know is difficult because there's a delay from me, but anyway. Well, I will try. I commit to taking full responsibility for the circumstances of my life and for my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. I commit to supporting others to take full responsibility. Okay. Now, why are we going this way? Okay. Then there's the opposite affirmation for commitment. When you are below the line, and that is, and do not affirm this, be silent. I commit to blaming others and myself for what is wrong in the world. I commit to being a victim, villain, or hero and taking more or less than 100% responsibility. Yeah, no, we don't want that. We want to be above the line. Okay. And what I like is when we're taking full responsibility as opposed to placing blame. Placing is moving something away from ourselves, and taking is moving something toward ourselves. So basically, the blame, shame, and guilt all come from some level of fear. And when we place blame, we locate the cause and control of ourselves outside. Okay, so we're below the line. When we take responsibility, we locate the cause and control of our lives inside ourselves. Unity co founder Myrtle Fillmore said, "You do not have a problem except the one that is in your own mind, and you put it there." Okay? There's no problem except the one you put in your own mind. And what's interesting, when we're when we go into the shame, blame, and all of those low energy, toxic feelings, a lot of times people think, well, if I blame myself, then they're putting themselves into a hero mode, and yet that's just as toxic as blaming others or blaming circumstances, and it is not taking responsibility. So have you ever been in a situation, a group of people, and something is not going to your liking? And the conversation starts out with, how could they do that to me? I mean, I'm a good person. I did everything right. Why is this happening to me? And then it's like, well, it's all their fault because they're the one who set this up, whether it's the economy, the employment market, whether or not you can get a date. And then there's but in some ways, I guess there are things I should have done differently. And so I'm the hero because I'm going to take responsibility for it. And then the others are going, oh, you're so good, because the rest of us have been, blaming others or going into the victim mode. Does that make sense? You ever been in that situation? Have you ever played in that situation where, yeah, and I think it used to be fun to do that, to point outside, or maybe I'm the only one who used to have fun doing that. I don't anymore, of course, right, Kayla? I can see, I can see you. Yeah. So to get above the line, where's my line? Get above the line. I just love my visuals today. Anyway, to get above the line, we need to shift from the need to be right to the space of curiosity and learning. Do you know anybody who always has to be right? Yeah, yeah. I've gotten to the point that when I encounter people who have to be right, I just say, yes, you are. And I retreat because there's no curiosity there to see if there's another way of being. I also wait because at some point they might be open because, of course, I'm right. Nope. Yes. So when we're in the space of curiosity and learning, we need to ask ourselves questions like, what can I learn from this since life is all about learning and growing? What can I learn? What's the lesson in this for me? Or, I wonder what there is to teach me about myself and life. According to the 15 Commitments book, the 15 Commitments, the first step in taking responsibility is to shift from believing that the world should be a particular way to believing that the world just shows up. Don't we often think that, oh, it should be this way? We should have low unemployment. We should have equality. We should not have wars. We should all over ourselves, right? What would it be like to view the world just it's showing up? And one of the things we teach in unity is it's not so much what happens to you, it's how you respond, what you do with it once it does show up. Now, the second thing to shift to taking radical responsibility is to shift from rigidity, closed mindedness, and self righteousness to curiosity, learning, and wonder. Remember when that's the way you viewed the world when you were a child? Wasn't it curiosity? I mean, you got in trouble because you got curious, right? And wanting to learn and wanting to learn. And how many times did you ask, why? Why? And then the wonder of the world. It's to go back to that childhood state of openness and receptivity. And if you think about it, where does the drama in life come from? Is it the need to be right? What would it be like to let go of that? And then there's a third component of taking radical responsibility. What if the world, the universe, God, the supreme reality isn't just benign or agnostic? What if it is actually for us? Remember, that's going through those four phases. Not only is it going above the line into by me, but it's like, oh, God acts as me, there through me, and then as me. It's like, wow. I mean, Einstein wondered if the world was not beyond being benign, but was actually benevolent. So that what happens isn't a neutral experience, but rather a custom ordered curriculum for our highest development as a people. Taking that third step creates the perspective that whatever is occurring in your life is something you can feel gratitude for. So, what do we know about gratitude? Is it a higher vibration? One of the highest? And when we come from that higher vibration, what do? All right, we attract more of that good. So gratitude, getting into that feeling of gratitude, even when it doesn't feel good in the moment, find that one tiny little thing that you can be grateful for and see how it will grow. And when you get into that feeling of gratitude, it greases the wheels of learning, curiosity, and wonder. So as we move forward during this week, are you willing to consider taking radical responsibility for whatever is happening in your life? Sure, Patrick, I love it. Well, I don't know, maybe Depends what it is. Yeah, but to truly hone in on what the blessing might be, what there is for you to learn, where you can shift your own energy so that your life is enters into a higher vibration. So again, I'm going to do my brilliant share screen, and we are going to pull up the final slide, and I'm going to let you say it so that we're not stepping all over each other. But if you would together affirm, I commit yay. And so it is. Aloha. I know you're going to rock it this week.
That's all we get is another chance to do better in life. Thank you, Reverend Sophia. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.
Bless you.
Ahui-ho.
Yes.
All right.
Aloha.
Aloha. And now's the time in the service where we give our tithes and offerings in support of this ministry. And the ways in which you can make your donation, for which we are abundantly grateful, will appear up on the screen. For those attending services, our ushers were coming forward to pass around the tithing bowl. And for anybody with spare change, feel free to add it into that building fund in the box in the little house in the back of the sanctuary. And so there's many ways in which you can share. Of course, the PayPal and whatnot works also. And so now as we do our offertory prayer together on screen. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way. And so it is. Mahalo Keakua, thank you, God. And Dondi Lane and Choir has some music coming on. So let's get together, folks, and rock this world.
This is an old favorite that we've taken the liberty to put some new thought words in. We reimagined it. Wonderful words of life. Our word today was beauty, and the refrain, if you could join in when we get to there, it's beautiful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words of life.
Sing.
Into me, wonderful words of life. Let me more of their beauty see. Wonderful words of life. Words of life and beauty. Teach me faith and duty. Beautiful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words of life. Responsibility calls us all, wonderful words of life. Duty also befalls us all, wonderful words of life. Awaken to our purpose, consciously that serve us. Beautiful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words of life. Sweetly echo the Spirit's call, wonderful words of life. Kuleana and peace to all, wonderful words of life. Our creative power with us every hour. Beautiful
Thank you,
Thank
Clyde.
you. Thank you for the wonderful words. And wow, what a wonderful, beautiful world we live in, and what an honor it is to be here. And now, as our ushers come forward, we'll get ready as we do our offertory blessing together. We ready? Through Spirit, we know that as we give, so shall we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will and your work in this ministry center, in our lives, and in our community. And so it is. Mahalo Keakua. Thank you, God. Join us next Sunday, guest speaker Kayla Harvey, and our topic, Curiosity, Embracing the Curious Mindset. So don't miss that one. She's going to be good. She always is. Curiously good. The commitment is about approaching life with an open, inquisitive attitude that always seeking to learn and grow. Music next week will be Jalen. That should be something fun, huh? So in closing, join us today feel free. Thank you for joining us today, and feel free to share this Facebook event, as the service will remain viewable on Kona's Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. And now, as we hold each other's in our hands, we'll make a circle right behind the cameras, and we'll do our closing songs. Let there be peace on earth, and aloha oi. Don't forget to have the refreshments and birthday cake. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Remember, stay above the line, my beautiful friends and family. Ohana. God bless you all, and until we meet again, we'll do aloha oi. Aloha oi. Aloha oi. Eke ono no ikalipo. One fond embrace. Ahoy ayao. Until we meet again. Hui ho. And God bless you all. Mahalo keakua. And we got a little music happening here. Come on.
E Hawaii e kuone hao nao e. Ku home kula iwine. Oli noa ina kono lanio. E Hawaii, aloha e. E haoli na opio Hawaii e. Oli e. Oli e. Mai na he a he makani e pa mai ne. Au ke aloha no Hawaii. One more time. E Hawaii e kuone hao nao e. Ku home kula iwine. Oli noa ina pono lani makani ba mai ne